Yo, what is up? I'm Zach. Welcome back to my channel of RWBY Mythology. Today, I bring you guys the final character reveal story trailer for my Team RWBY's OCs, Team Shadow. And we reached to the final character. We're going to go over the character Crystal Widow, a spider faunus. So this is I feel like the spider faunus like the underrated in my opinion. So I decided to go along with this idea, and this is some idea I have in mind for her a bit. At first, I was originally gonna make her like an adopted daughter to the Schnee family, but I decided not to go along with this idea or anything like that. So, yeah, I just want to clarify that. So, let's start with her origin. Crystal Widow is daughter to the daughter to her mother, who's also a spider faunus, but turns out that her mother, well, how do I put this? Her mother, Felicia Widow, just wasn't a capable mother and not willing to raise a child on her own after finally got away of her toxic and abusive husband or boyfriend or whatever. She ran off, take the child, and this all happened at Atlas. So Crystal was born in Atlas, and when she was just an infant, her mother, Felicia, just not ready for responsible carrying a child, and when her so-called husband slash boyfriend or whatever found out that she was pregnant and had a child, he basically wants to kill a child because, well, when he found out that his wife slash girlfriend or whatever, they're not married but they are but they're not, that she's a spider faunus, he hated her immediately and started abusing her because she's a faunus and he's a human. I mean, she's a faunus and he's a human. So she decided to leave Atlas, take the child, and take her to Mistral and leave her there, and decided to be on her own. Basically left her alone at Mistral as an infant until someone found her and took the child in. So basically, Crystal was raised by a few gang members, which is the spiders that you guys know from, what's her face, Miss Malika, whatever their name is. Yeah, she's basically lived there and been raised by those people. So, yeah. So, when Mrs. found out who she was, that she's a spider faunus, she decided to keep her in because, well, a spider is a spider, and she is fitting, and her faunus heritage is fitting for part of the game. So, basically, Mrs. was the youngest boss, like in her 20s or whatever, or her mid-30s or whatever. She basically kind of helped her and raised her and trained her how to survive, etc., and understand the rules and everything else. When Crystal finally grew up to be her own person, she was able to learn how to use her spider faunus ability, which is shooting web from top of her wrist of her hand. So basically, she can shoot out web. So that's the only part of her spider fauna that she has, and until she unlocked her semblance, spider senses. So basically, she could sense anything that is coming to her, like dangers or incoming or grims on the approach or something like that. She has become the most valuable asset to the Spider Gang until Miss Mallet, or whatever their name is, decided to become different and became cold and harsh, and she became different since when she was a little girl. She was cared for her people and everything until she started to go farther deeper than it was and working with other gang members, ally with them. That is something that Crystal doesn't like about it. She believes that the spiders should be on their own and look out for themselves. But working with another gang, that's a problem. So she couldn't handle it, and she decided to leave the Spider Gang, but that will cause some problems, that some of the Spider Gangs are trying to after her, bring her back to be questioning or kill her. But there are some other gangs that the spiders don't actually like at all, which is the Blue Suns, which you guys keep that in mind, you guys will meet the Blue Suns eventually in the story, and keep that name in mind about these biggest gang that the spiders basically despise of the most. And so Crystal decided to leave and start to be her own person. Sure, she took some of the monies that she actually owns that was given, so she has a lot of money to herself to get by at Mistral. Ever since then, she only had herself, her money, and the 2 dual-wielding pistol that was passing down and gave it by the person who trained her. One of the member of the Spider Gang taught her how to use guns and a bit of a hand-to-hand combat. Her dual-wielding pistol name that she named them Envy and Lust, a dual-wielding pistol. So these pistols could handle different types of dust, fire, ice, gravity, wind, and everything. So basically, this pistol could carry and load a dust that is sized as a bullet. So basically, she has few ammos in her, like light dust, gravity, fire, earth, you name it. Those could be fitting for her gun. So she is deadly with the pistol, and not to be underestimated. Along with her spider sense semblance gives her the edge in taking out her enemies and Grims quickly without giving them a chance to do anything. So she decided to be part of the Haven Academy, and before her day as part of the Spider Gang, she was called by the Snow Spider. Basically, they named her after that because, well, her hair is basically a snow white hair, and her eyes is actually the beautiful one of all. And plus, the outfit she wears is like represent a spider on her shoulder, both her shoulder side and her chest, which you can see the image. And not only that, she's a spider faunus and shoots out webs. And of course, she does have her emblem, which you guys see in the thumbnail in the video. Well, in the thumbnail for the video. So basically, she enjoyed when it snowed. It just made her feel at peace. But the one thing comes to her mind when she never knew about her mother or her parents. But when she learns that she was from Atlas, that says a lot. But when she came to Haven Academy, not Haven Academy, Haven Training training academy, people are wondering why a Atlas girl is here at Mistral. So basically, she's been getting a lot of attention, and people are questioning why a Atlas girl is here of all places. She doesn't mind the people questioning her, but she doesn't care. She's just annoying, just be herself. Until she come across another girl with a few daggers, different colors of blade, and basically like dust but in blade, and wearing all black and silhouettes. Nah, silhouettes, why I said that. And she decided got a little bit close and get to know this girl, and she introduced herself, and Crystal wants to know what's her name is. So I'm trying to find the character's name. God damn it. Where is it? Oh, no, that's not it. Where the fuck is it? Oh, here it is. So, the person that Crystal meets and interacts the most in the training academy, the woman wielding a different types of color blade dagger of dust with purple hair, white hair mixed with purple. She introduced herself as Miliana Sky. So one of the members of Team Husk. So basically, Crystal and Sky became really close friends, and they both have each other's back. They're basically rivals in a way, and Sky knows that she's a spider faunus, so she ain't gonna brag about it or anything like that. She's just not surprising, because her outfit is like similar to a spider. Her knowing about her semblance is a evolved spider. Yeah, it's no surprise that she's a spider faunus. So yeah, them two do get along, and they basically are rivals. Mostly rivals. They don't show that they are good friends, but they just don't show it. They both have a bit of a pride to see who is the better between both of them in their own way and their own skills. Until the first day, they both go to Haven Academy, and soon their fate to be part of the team would be sealed there for the first year at Haven Academy. So yeah, there you have it. That's basically it. Crystal Widow. This might be my least take on her origin story. Not so much, in my opinion. So yeah, she's basically the least character that I couldn't think of anything for her. But I decided to go with this approach instead of having her be an adopted daughter to be part of a Shani and be an outcast for, that she's a faunus girl with a white hair or something like that. And I didn't want to go along with that, so I decided to come up with an original and not have any character to be related or be part of any of the main RWBY characters. So I hope you guys can understand that. But anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Tell me what you guys think. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channel, my social media will be down below. Sketchwise, you guys know the drill. Links to my Cash App and my PayPal will be down below. Sketchwise, if you guys want to support the channel. And also, be on the lookout for the voting poll to ask you guys which of the member of Team Shadow that you guys like the most and most looking forward for the story. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. RWBY is love, RWBY is life. Keep moving forward, and I'll see you guys later.